Hi, I'm Mike Ryan. I often am asked to value turquoise or identify turquoise, and I usually tell people I'm not the one to do that. I'm a historian. I feel pretty confident in my expertise about the history of turquoise, but there are others that are in a better position to opine both on identification and on pricing, people who deal in the trade on a daily basis. But I can say there are two aspects that really are the prime determinant of price. And the first is grade. And viewers who have been to the shop recently on our website, turquoiseinamerica.com, have seen some selection from the Calais collection, which is my personal turquoise collection. And I've assigned to those a TG, a turquoise grade, using the R2 rules of turquoise grading, which I developed and you can read about on the blog. Grade is important, but how many times have we seen somebody has a beautiful piece of turquoise? It's this beautiful dark web. They don't know where it's from. They go onto the social media platforms and the turquoise groups. What do you think this is? Is it land or blue? They always ask if it's land or blue. I wonder why. And everybody comes back, no, Chinese, it's Chinese. Well, here the person's thinking, oh, I might get $300, $400 a carat, and all of a sudden Chinese, oh my gosh, I'll be lucky to get $20 a carat for this beautiful, beautiful gem grade turquoise. So if you don't know the provenance, it really affects your grade. So what I like to talk about today and show an example is how important provenance is to determining, obviously, the identification, but then how that identification will determine the price in the marketplace. And I think provenance is often overlooked in terms of how much that really adds to the price. I'm going to repeat again. The provenance begins by, did you buy it from the miner? Did you buy it from someone who bought it from the miner? Or did you buy it from a reputable dealer who bought it from either of the previous two? After that, you're going to get into pretty much of a guessing game. Now, in some of the higher grades, oftentimes, those of us who've seen a lot of turquoise, we can make a pretty informed guess about what that turquoise is. Another way we can do that is by knowing the history. That's where Turquoise in America can be real important. I'm a docent at the Wheelwright Museum of the American Indian, and today I had someone ask me about a piece of turquoise in a piece of jewelry. They said, well, do you think this is Bisbee? Well, I looked and the turquoise was made around 1935. I said, well, Bisbee didn't begin to be mined until 1951. So no, of course it didn't look like Bisbee anyway, but it's those sort of matching you can do, knowing the history and knowing what turquoise was coming to market at various times. But in the end, you want to know that provenance, who you bought it from. I want to show you an example of that, what I consider the sort of provenance I'm looking for when I'm collecting. We have a photo here of a piece of Bisbee. Now it's not the highest grade of Bisbee. It's very unique. It has a dark brown web. We're seeing a very characteristic Bisbee blue color, very, very beautiful piece. And I bought this from Jackson Clark II. Now, those of you who are familiar with Indian weavings and Native American art will know the name Jackson Clark because he has been working at Toa-Ten Gallery, his family gallery, for, my gosh, it's probably been 50 years now. And Jackson is one of the finest experts in Navajo weaving. And if you ever want to see some of the finest examples of Navajo weavings, take a look at Toa-Ten Gallery on their website. But he was having a show here at Indian Market, and he had some turquoise. Now, Jackson lives in Durango. Bob and Mar Matthews, who had the concession at Bisbee, during the 1970s lived in Durango. And Jackson was friends with Bob. So Bob sold him this turquoise. So this comes from the Bob Matthews collection of Bisbee turquoise. Okay? You can't get much better provenance than that. And that's the sort of provenance I'm looking, because that can take the price. In the instance of this Bisbee cab, I would say it probably doubles, in my opinion, doubles what this cab would get if I had no idea. Because if I had no idea, it's not distinctive Bisbee matrix, so it gets graded down on that. And you wouldn't even necessarily say, well, this is Bisbee. So you would be hard pressed to probably get $10, $15 a carat maybe, if you're not knowing anything where it came from. Even knowing it's Bisbee, you know, that may double that. So now you're getting maybe $25, $30 a carat. But once it comes out of the Bob Matthews collection, now it probably doubles again, because you're really getting a slice of turquoise history when you have that level of provenance. So I hope this video has given you an idea that when you buy your turquoise, make sure you get the provenance.